You know, after a really good cry, it feels so good, don't it? Like after you cry like really good, you have this euphoric feeling afterwards. You have this feeling where you feel kind of peaceful. Crying is powerful. Um you should always allow yourself to cry. But you know, crying, when you have a good cry, you crying because of a valid reason. So you have to confront that reason. I ain't talking about motherfuckers who be lying, pretending like they about to cry and stuff like that. And they can't force those tears out. Hmm. I don't know about y'all, but I never could fake cry. Like, you know how actors, but I think actors will have to find something to make them emotional enough to cry. I think that's the only way to really do it, unless they use like fake tears or something like that, or they use some type of mechanism, rubbing something under the eye. I don't know. But I think that when you see acting and the character is truly crying, they touching something that causing that reaction. It could just be in the moment of the scene that they acting. Like if this was something that would really bring emotion to you, then you will cry for real. But you have to really be in the scene, you know? Yeah. I don't know nothing about acting, but um one time I went to my daughter open house and she was in theater and the teacher had an assignment for the parents to do monologue and I did it. I was the only parent that did it and I got a good reaction even though I wasn't sure why people was laughing. It was like a sitcom or something. Like they would giggle to my response. And but you know, that was pretty neat. I liked it. You know what? I guess so. Like sometimes when I'm doing these recording and I'm talking about somebody, I will start to act to show you what I'm experiencing. Yeah, I do that. I do that. I do. Okay, so anyways, so now I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty peaceful. Um, yeah. I talk to people. My mind open up to certain things like yeah, like certain locations and stuff like that. So um I feel like I'm gonna be all right. I don't really have a solution right now, but well, yeah, I got a long-term solution, but I don't have a right now solution. But I think I'm gonna be straight though. I think I'm gonna be straight. I never experienced homelessness. I only remember living in a hotel one time with my parents, and it was a similar situation. Like we had to stay there a little while to transition to the new place. That was very sad for me because I had a dog named Walter. Me and this dog was so connected. Like, he would listen to me and he would only listen to me. Like, sometimes he would get out the fence and he would chase dogs in heat. Cause we live like in the hood. So we had like a lot of stray dogs around. You only see that in the hood. Like, it's common to see stray cats, but stray dogs, like in some neighborhoods, they would never allow that to happen. So yeah, and then I remember my dad coming home and was like, cause we didn't even notice that he got out the fence. And he was like, yeah, I seen Walter chasing those dogs, running with a pack or something like that. Let's go get him. So we all got in the car and we found him like running around in the bush like with a cat. And my mom and dad, like they was calling him to get in the car. And he would look at them and keep on running. And they kept calling him to get in the car, but he would not listen. And then I got the car and said, Walter, get in the car. And he got in the car. It was so cute with all those sticker birds on him. I love that dog. I love that dog so much. I did. So I remember one time, like my mom, I was young at this time. My mom used to always pick me up from the bus stop. One day she wasn't there, and I I might have got off at the wrong bus stop too, and nobody noticed. And I walked all the way home. And I remember I was crying because I was lost at first. Um, because when I walked with my mom, I never paid attention to the route because I was a daydreamer. So I'm looking at the trees and the grass. I'm looking at the sky and I'm just following my mama, but I'm not really paying attention to the route. But I found my way home. I found my way home. But when I got to my house, the door was locked and I didn't have a key. So I was locked out the house. And that made me upset. So I sat on the porch and I started crying. I don't even know how. I must have jumped the fence or something because we had a fence and it had a lock on it. So I don't even know how I got in the fence, but I did. So I was sitting on my porch crying. And my dog Walter, he came up to me and he lay his head on my leg and he cried with me. It's an emotional ass day. I bet you this is somehow in astrology. And I just sat there and I rubbed his head and we cried together. And then soon after my mom, she showed up, she was worried because she thought I would have just stayed at the bus stop and waited for her. But nah, I walked home. So she was looking for me. So by the time she found me, she was terrified. So It was this other time I was riding from my grandma's house to my house with my mama. We both had bikes and we in the hood. And it was this one street that it's just so many fucking stray dogs. And they um taunt you. They would chase you. It's like a sport to them. So we first looked down the street because we know this street is notorious for its dogs. It's a lot of shit like that in the hood. Like you have one street that is haunted. Like that's why people are afraid of it. Then you have other streets. It's an obstacle that you know that you have to face. I just remember in the hood, it was always multiple pathways to a destination, but you would have to take sacrifices. Like one pathway, you would have to run all the way through that motherfucker, not to get caught by something. Another pathway, you're gonna probably have to jump a fence. Another pathway, something like that. That's how it is in the hood. Like I did stay in a town called Lake Mary, and it's a predominantly white upper class town for a moment in my life. And it's not the same. I learned that so quickly. I remember walking home from school and trying to find a shortcut. Couldn't. I'm like, damn, this shit is fucked up. So you have to walk all the way around. You really have to walk a long time just because there's like in the hood, it be little shortcuts that people create, not in no upper class neighborhood. Mm-mm. Nope. So yeah. Anyway, so we didn't see any dogs. So we started riding down the street and here the fuck they come. See, this how I know they like to taunt people because they waited till we passed them a little bit to come out the woods. So my mama, she like, damn, these motherfucking dogs. My mama, it was about 5 dogs behind us, chasing us on the bike. My mom took her purse, wrapped it around her hand, and she started swinging it at the dogs. One point, she jumped off her back bike to start swinging at the dogs and told me to keep going. Like, go to the house. Like, I'll be all right. I wouldn't leave. I wouldn't leave. I would not leave. But I felt hopeless. Like, I felt like I couldn't do anything. And my mom, she was talking mad shit. And she was like, I can't wait to get home. I'm gonna go get my dog Walter so he could come down here and fuck y'all up. Walter gonna fuck y'all up. But I don't know what happened, but they just ran off. I feel like somebody called them, like somebody whistled and it called them back. So me and my mama, we rode home together. So yeah, when we was moving into an apartment. We no longer had a yard and it wasn't no dogs allowed. So we had to, So yeah, we had to give him away. But we found a good home. But word got back to us like he escaped from their yard, and this was like across town. And he ran all the way back to our old house looking for us, because that's where they found him. Oh, boy, these motherfucker emotions, they winning today, bro. God damn. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. We all love that dog too. We still talk about him to this day. We had like one dog afterwards, but we didn't bond. We didn't bond. Like it's different. For one, nah, it wasn't a good situation. And but we kind of got that dog out of pain, like missing Walter, but we just couldn't bond with it. So we end up giving that dog away. Yeah. Yep. Oh, Gamba. We named him Gamba. I think that's something that my daddy came up with. It could be Swahili. I don't know. Like my dad, he liked to study. So whatever he into at that time, that's probably I'm gonna ask him about it. Why they name him Gamma? Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, it was something else I wanted to say, but I can't really remember. But I just wanted to give an update that I am feeling better. Um, I'm not afraid. I feel good about myself, and I don't give a fuck. I don't. Man, I used to give so many fucks. I used to give so many. Mm-mm-mm. I just be choosing not to give a fuck. Like, don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Mm-mm-mm. Really don't. But it's something I want. Oh, okay, okay. I think I'm starting to remember. So yeah, I was talking with my neighbor. So I'm saying my goodbyes to people I like. And it's this one older lady, the one with the dog. People who've been around for a minute. I talked about this dog many times because this dog is special to me. And me and the lady was talking. I was telling her what's going on. Um, she was completely on my side. She had her own very bad experiences with the staff members. I'm telling you, they rude, they nasty, like they miserable, unhappy people. They are so unhappy. That one girl, I could just see. the rage boiling in her. It's like she's shaking to keep it in. And I could see it because, but bitch, because I almost gave them what they wanted, but nope. Because that would have, I really felt like they would try to call the police on me. I really felt like they was trying to push me to my limit, make me go crazy or something. So I'm glad I ain't give them that. Fuck them. But um sometimes this woman, she talked to you like, I told you I would be with you in a minute. And you know that look in the eyes or whatever. Um, but bitch, I ain't scared. So she be looking like she supposed to be intimidated. I'm just like, hey, this is a real issue, because beyond her pettiness, her anger, her unhappiness, you know, I'm just trying to get fucking questions and y'all making it hard for no reason. And you're not going to stop me from getting my questions because I want to know what's going on so I can know how to move. See, the thing with these people is that they purposely left me in the dark about things because they wanted me to be unprepared. They purposely did that multiple times. So I just think that they hate the light. They so unhappy, you could tell. The other woman, she more like a firecracker, like her little short ass. Girl, I step on you. She got that short person syndrome for real, if that's a thing. She got that shit because she real smug, but she real vindictive and mean and nasty as fuck. With not just me, but everybody. She have an attitude. She always ready to pop off. But she got that Scorpio shit where she plot on you. She don't forget shit. She don't forget shit. You know what? Whoa. Oh, I said this in the last one. I think back when they first got here and I made that suggestion, I think ever since then they've been plotting. That's why they waited to the end of my lease to do some shit like this. Wow, bitch. Ooh. Wow, bitch. It's that deep, yo. It's that deep, though. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. I'm so glad I didn't pop off. I'm so motherfucking glad. Cause that she was, ooh, she wanted that so bad. She wanted that so bad. But I was like, cause they seen a little bit of it. They did when I started protesting that day. Cause these motherfucking playing games with me on the phone. So when I hung up, I'm like, fuck this shit. I instantly went into protesting. I was in the lobby. It was a whole bunch of people, and I was doing my speech. I don't regret it. I don't fucking regret it. And they make it seem like they have me on camera. Like I'm really, that's like the second time somebody did some shit like that to me. Like they have me on a camera where there's no audio. So I might just expressing my body or whatever. I might look aggressive, but if you was to actually hear what the fuck I'm saying though, you will understand. So every time that they use that against me, they use it in a manner like, yeah, we know it don't have no audio, but the way that you look is discriminating enough. Bitch ass motherfucker. I can't fucking stand these motherfuckers. Cause the last time, but that was the old company before they left. The last time they tried to use that on me, when they wrote me in a paper, they called me aggressive. But if you was actually hearing what I was saying, I was not. I wasn't even close to the woman, but she said that in the camera I looked aggressive. So they wrote that. But not only that, but the person that I was talking to, they understood so much that they offer to help. So if I was just like calling her out about to fight her and stuff like that, disrespecting her, why would she do that? That shit made my fucking neck hurt, yo. They just feelings be hurt, yo, because I be speaking the truth. So, but the fact that these people use the little power that they do have against you just because you're a real ass motherfucker is insane, you know? And nobody be giving a fuck for real, you know? And it was so fucked up. I don't know why these people turn to hate so like they do. Because like these people would literally see me go through this shit and do the same shit, but try to do it better than the last person that did it to me. Like that girl Stacy, and she did the same shit that my cousin did, but she wanted to do it better. But you know, these motherfuckers always smiling in your face. The fakest ass motherfuckers. Why can't you be my enemy to my face? Why can't you do that? Huh? Because you know the reason why you hate me is stupid. You know that you just jealous. You know that you just intimidated. You know that you just afraid. You know that you just feel exposed. But you can't say that I did something to you. You can't say that. That's why you can't be my enemy to my face. But damn, like, I'm a good person. So why do you try to hurt me? Why you try to destroy me? Why? Now that means that you must really hate yourself and you hate the fact that I see it. That's a sad way to live and it's not beneficial to you. I'm not going to say that it's not beneficial to nobody. That ain't the truth, but it's not beneficial to you. So yeah. And oh, okay, this was it. This was it. So my daughter, I love when she do shit like this. Around the time that they sent me back my check and I found out that I was going through the eviction process, this was around the same time that my brother died. And that same day that the deputies came to tell us that he died, my parents was moving into their new place. And my daughter said she was thinking about that when that happened. Like she's not even in fear. I love that. Oh, I never want my daughter to be in fear, but she knows she protected, loved, and taken care of. Um, but she also like we see the patterns and we know that we bless. And I think she really have a lot of faith in me. So I feel like she just whatever we go through, she trusts that it's gonna be good with me. So yeah. So yeah, I feel better because, you know, there was a time that I went through a situation, a tower moment, and I felt like nobody understand me. But this particular time, everybody understands me. Everybody. So I feel good. I feel like I still feel like I caused it because I caused it in a sense that um no, actually what I'm starting to notice is that things is working like it should, but see the universe has to do it a certain type of way because for some reason like I was making the choice to stay here and the universe is saying no, we want you to leave. And that's why it happened like this. But people do be fucking with me, okay? And you know what? When you dealing with demons, the number one way is like to know is that they gonna think that you tripping. You think too deep. When you're going through your experience, especially when you're going through awakening, like a dark night of a soul and stuff like that, get away from people who always trying to downplay your experience. They don't believe you. They feel like one time there's one dude gonna tell me maybe it was a coincidence. How the fuck? See, that's why you might not think that I don't fuck with you for other reasons, but it's really things like that because I think that you knew you was being a demon. I think that you was purposely trying to stab me because you were saying shit that don't make sense. Was you repeating something? Cause he was saying shit like, yeah, I think you should start out in your community. Motherfucker, I always started out in my community. You need to pay the fuck attention. When I started my spiritual journey, if you go back and look at my stories, I started with actual people. I used to go to people's houses and spiritually cleanse it. I used to make people water to cleanse themselves when they shower energetically. I did energy healing on you. I'm not afraid of people. I have compassion for you. I do. I think that you was projecting, but I don't think you're a bad person. I just don't think that it's safe for me to be around you because whatever you was projecting, because it's me and because I was like telling you, like when you said that to me, I was like, I did. I do. I did it to you. So like you knew what was coming out your mouth was some bullshit. So whatever you was feeling, like for some reason you really just wanted to hurt me. And you did for a moment. That's why it's dangerous. Cause I cared about you. So when I seen that your mind had went so sour against me for some reason, it broke my heart. But that's why I can't be around you. But I'm not angry. I'm not. I'm really not. And I do have compassion and understanding. I understand. I do. So yeah, it's cool. That's why I don't really talk about it much because it's not something that, well, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I just came to mention like the cycles because this is like a video diary. And sometimes I share them, sometimes I don't. Um, yeah, feel blessed, y'all. Feel blessed regardless of any fucking thing. Find that motherfucking blessing in it. I'm gonna tell you what was mine. I'm glad that I went and asked them for that paper. That was a blessing. Um, I'm glad that I'm mentally strong enough to explain myself in court. Blessing. I'm thankful that I had my family. I had my family with me during this process. That's a blessing because, like, right before this tower moment even hit, my dad, this is how we reunited. My dad, with his Aries self, sent me a message that I miss you and I'm heartbroken. And it was real. And I remember the love that my daddy had for me. He wasn't perfect, but my daddy loved me, you know. My mama, she do too. My brother, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, but so I'm glad that I had that in that moment. Cause I just like made up with my people. See how everything played out? Find a blessing. Because, you could be thinking like your life is being destroyed, but you could be being led to something. So, and sometimes us falling into depression, us falling into victimization, um, that make the situation worse. Us not standing on our morals will make the situation worse. So when you go through those situations, make sure that you stay in control of yourself. Because during those times when they taking you through shit, that's when they try to get you. So always remain in control of yourself.